are back. Gold Premade matchup on the way. Maui Chums versus Old Guys Texas, kicking it off here on Red Card Hardpoint, my favorite map. Teamwork, what do we got going down with the boys?
So far it is the Maui Chums just coming out with a hot start, getting the first couple big kills here. You do have Grudge and Dino able to fire back a little bit here from OGT, but this is going to be a classic matchup here. We got 2-0 for both squads coming into this to start out the season here. So it's, again, like we saw in the earlier matchup, kind of vying to keep the streak alive.
I'm going to try to go to 3-0. No one wants to stay at 2-0. Nobody wants to go to 2-1. But this matchup will determine just that. Maui Chums getting ready to cook off a little bit early here. OGT getting a little bit of that cleanup time, but the rotation should be in favor of Maui here unless we get some crazy spawns, which we should. The number one player's far enough back there. So we'll see how it's going to go. As OGT pick up the kills they need, they're going to start pushing out the map. They're going to get on that time. They should be able to get some of these cutoffs as well with these new players pushing up from Maui. Relaxion's going to get a nice kill in the hill. Has to do a nice little relax of his own in there while he waits for his teammates to push on up. But Maui Chums now trying to kind of retake their side of the map.
You got to start through the front, and you also need to control mid as well. And they've done a good job of at least getting through the front there, and you can see that that number 4 and that number 1 player just locking down the hedge area of the map. So important to try and really get some time on this hill. You can see what happens when you give it up. They just immediately hop right back in. OGT splitting off time really well here, but as the new hill is starting to pop, you're going to see OGT and those green arrows start to flow towards the top side of your mini map there and locking down that P3.
Shout out to P3. Always a fun hill. Some decent time can go the way of either team who gets early control of this. But right now, we've got spawns from Maui Chums completely surrounding this hill right now. Got number 2 player going to be the first one up here. But you got to be careful. OGT's got players in position to push back. Trying to make some moves, picks up 2 kills just like that on a 5-3. Does end up going down, but makes a little bit of space for his teammates. Should allow things to open back up. Maui Chums, though, getting some kills in return, starting to push into these spawns. But there we go. They lose 3. Aizen now by himself. 1v4 up here while the teammates respawn. Is going to get taken down.
He gets taken down here, and you can just see how that close spawn is working out. Tiki sliding across for a very stylish kill here as 600 is able to hop in for that last 10 seconds or so. So Maui Chums going to keep it very close if they continue to hold this scrap here, looking like they will. And they are in fact set up over in the stadium side of the map for that P4 to pop. And this is a hill you typically don't get very many points on at all.
Yeah, that's a lot of contesting back. Well, a lot of white cap, less of contesting. A lot of death is what happens over here. But right now, we got a nice little player on here. It's going to be 600, ends up getting taken down. The person who takes him out is going to go sit on that time for just a little bit, but now Maui Chums retake the location. So they're going to have to try to push on in, get this player pushed on out, and pay attention to the respawners coming in. 2 players push in, they pick up those kills, and now you got to watch out. Tiki Clutch going to piece you up. Picks up 1, looking for some more. Going to take this AR around the back, picks up another one on the hill, looking for a little bit more. I mean, look at him go right now. Tiki Clutch just getting these kills for free right now. These players not even sure where he's at right now, but 600 finally going to take him out, make sure the player on the stage is gone. 10 seconds left on this hill. We're going to rotate on over, get this next kill pop on up. Going to be in towards the inside of the stadium practically here in the suites area. You're going to see OGT. Have to try to hold this one down here.
Yeah, they have a really good setup here so far. They're kind of locking down those inner rooms and hoping to funnel these players through the back. But they do have a little split situation here as Maui Chums were able to kind of surround the hill and just poke big holes in this defense. But OGT able to fire back with a couple trades. Relations does get picked up, and Impo was able to find Tiki Clutch towards the hill as well. So that's Maui Chums able to hop in. They're going to start collecting some bones here, but they're going to have to hold on as you got a guy like Googe, 14 and 10, having a great start to this map. You're going to have to find a way to deal with him.
You got to keep on moving and grooving. Just kind of like everyone in this lobby just occasionally popping a 2-piece because you know you got to do what you got to do. Welcome to Gold, right? Everyone's got that talent. Everyone's got the ability to shoot and move a little bit. But OGT doing better in the slang if you look at the scoreboard, right? But losing overall, down by about 20 points here. Maui Chums being very efficient with it, doing a great job. Just constantly keeping that pressure up and getting a lot of this spare time just randomly when no one should be getting really anything. But OGT, they get the kills they need. They start pushing through, starting to get set up for the P1, P2, like full on setup here. Dino kind of just breaks out through that middle of the map portion. Not getting a kill quite yet, but being quite the distraction. Finally gets one, but does get traded out. But not going to matter much because OGT finally going to be back on that time in control here. See if Maui Chums can push this one right back in. They've got 2 players pushing up. 2 from the inside, 1 from the outside, trying to make some moves. And Dino trying to cut this player back off. The fight over by the ambulance always goes hard. I tell you that every single time. But some nice kills coming in from OGT.
Yeah, this is some really good time here for OGT. They've done a good job of just kind of funneling these players across. They're going to have to find a way to maybe flip these spawns out here, at least for the moment. Or at the very least, you need to continue to just lock down the middle of the map and keep that pressure on, because you can kind of pin the close spawns in those spawns here on this hill. It's sometimes maybe good, or sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, sometimes maybe die a lot.
Yeah.
Happens, so what are you going to do? OGT, I mean, Tiki Clutch on another 5 streak, 21-13 is wild. But the guy doesn't know how to do anything except for absolutely destroy people. So, expected. But does finally die. OGT going to have a nice little 17-point lead at the moment. Nowhere near comfortable, but doing a good job as far as outslaying is concerned. They have to do a little better job with the map control side. We'll see how it goes there as Empo picks up 3. Elzen going to pick up the 4th, and just like that, Maui Chums going to be able to get back on that time. Only 20 seconds remaining, so we should see a massive rotation coming in here. So Maui Chums get the OGT guys pushed all the way to that deep spawn, which is where they want them, but they are not getting the rotation quite yet. But number 2 and 3, they spawn all the way up towards the back. They rotate towards that new hill. There should be a call out, though, that a couple players were missing, so we should see the number 5 and 7 player. They are going to be around the back. Nobody knows they're there quite yet, but Maui Chums should know they've got some players that are rogue at the moment.
Yeah, Dino took the absolute god route, went all the way to the back of the map there, but number 1 still spawned back there, though, so it didn't quite pay off for him yet. Eisen gets a big kill around the hill. Dino is able to find the 2-piece to clean it off, though, and that should be spawn secured for OGT, at least for the moment, but they got to deal with the pressure from the Maui Chums coming on the front side, and so far, able to deal with it as Impo is going to come in through the stairs here. Eisen able to find 1. Impo finally gets that kill there. And I mean, this is just back and forth CNK. Nobody can get a firm grip on any of these hills.
It's not what you can do. I mean, OGT are just doing a great job when it comes to kills. But Maui Chums just always there, keeping the pressure alive, getting the trades when they need to. And just a lot of times they've just got spawns on lockdown. I mean, they've got it for sure. But only a couple seconds left on this hill. The Maui Chums will grab that, be up by exactly 30 points on this rotation. I say 30. But, you know, we're cooking.
Cooking indeed. Maui Chums locking down that bottom stair there. Ooh, Eisen with a good angle from the top. I mean, that's just a tough spot to be in if you're Dino. There's not really a whole lot of places you can go. There's a lot of arrows over there.
I like the swing of that 3 actions, you know. Gets the kill up top, and guess what? Another player there. I wasn't going to be just cooking over the top, but Tiki Clutch is doing what Tiki Clutch does. We need a 2-piece. Guess what? I already got the 2-piece. Doesn't matter. But if they get this last 25 seconds, that'd be massive. But yeah, I was just going to say, looks like they're going to get shot at a little bit from underneath there. But no big deal. That'll happen every once in a while. That stage can be shot through, and you're going to see that happen all the time. Maui Chums, okay, grab the last 10 seconds or so. They're starting to heat up quite a bit when it comes to the killing department as well. The slaying it, that is. But the rotation is into the new hill here, so we get ourselves on over to the outside of the map, well, the inside of the map, technically. But the opposite side of the map, that is. So we'll see what's going to happen here. OGT first one's on. Maui Chums trying to fight this one back. Couple players here from both teams just trying to fight it out. But that early control is always absolutely chaotic for this hill. Not that it's never not chaotic for this hill, but the early part of it is always the worst. OGT, though, they pick up the kills they need. They hop on that time. But they desperately need as well with how back and forth this has been. You can't let Maui Chums get anywhere near a massive lead.
I really like that play there out of the Chums to try and just get through the middle of the map here. Control that I fully expected them to run into the office building there and ticket, but they just opted to just hit the hill. And honestly, white time is great time for them right now. They just need to kind of force these players back and pick up scrap as they have been all game, and you can find yourself still walking away with this hard point. But the way OGT is kind of turning up a little bit, it's making it a little close or too close for comfort here. Maui Chums are going to have to really stomp out the fire that is starting to grow in the OGT camp if they want to get this map won.
Map 1 starting to get a little bit sketchy here if you're the side of OGT, but Maui Chums starting to smile a little bit. That P1 is going to be a little bit of a slaughter as you see 3 players from Maui Chums go down, 1 from OGT. Going to be some back and forth a bit here, as that's how it is just going to be all game long. All series long as well. Okay, LG. All right, buddy. All right. Calm her down. But OGT, once again, they pick up 3 kills, but once again, nobody on the time yet. There we go. Someone from OGT finally gets on the time. Getting plenty of kills, but a lot of times it does not equal time for the side of OGT. They're getting some very nice time right now. It is going to get countered just a little bit, but they're back on. And just like that, Maui Chums, they stop it once again. They're going to probably try to grab that last 10 seconds of scrap time as the rotation comes into that P2, which will be a pretty big kill for both sides here.
If you're OGT, you really don't even want to give up the scrap time. You can see those players trying to play through the hill, but just a little too late here. Is now they're going to have to try and fight across the middle of this map right into the jaws of this Maui Chum setup. And Elzen putting down some nice shots. Little help from 600, going to secure that kill. As Googe is able to find a big one, it's going to be up to the rest of his team to find the rest. And Tiki and Dino do just that. They're quickly traded out by Impo, though, who's not able to lock that hill down anymore. OGT being very scrappy here towards the end, CNK.
Yeah, I mean, OGT, I mean, it's do or die now, though. You don't want to lose this map one bit. Maui Chums up by about 24 points. So you got to be nice and careful here if you're inside of OGT. But 3 kills coming from the side of Maui Chums. They've got those close spawns. They're on the time, grabbing a bunch of that there. Got to be pretty careful here. They can win it just barely off that one last little tick. But Dino going to contest. They can no longer win it here if you're Maui. But OGT, you have to try to stop this time. But you also have to hit the rotation here. They are going to get the decent spawns for it, as they're going to spawn much closer than the side of Maui Chums. They should get that last kill as well, just like that. OGT is here. The setup should be in as well. They themselves can also win this one here if they set up well enough.
Yeah, you got to hold your horses. I mean, they're not out of it just yet. OGT keeping this very scrappy, keeping the hard point within reach. It's going to come down to this break off here. It's a big kill from Tiki, quickly traded out by 600. Now Impo and the crew are going to try to get in here. Got a couple trophy systems to lock down the hill. Googe immediately gets fried. Relations able to find a big one on the backside, and the trades are firing out. But you do see Maui Chum starting to spawn in towards the back. This can get real hairy.
I mean, real hairy indeed. OGT back on this time. They were down by 25 points a little bit ago. Now they're tied all the way up, 242, 241. OGT getting the kills they need. You got to be careful. Maui Chums, you're getting taken out pretty quick. One player there. Empo needs a little bit of help. Just staying alive, keeping it contested, doing the dream job. Right now, stays alive just barely. No longer can OGT win it, but Maui Chums can just barely win if this one's not contested. It gets contested indeed. The rotation is going to have to come in. Both these teams fighting for it, but Maui Chums are there. They're going to get the time with no one to contest. 250 to 242 as Maui Chums steal the map at the end.
Whew. I mean, they had to work for it. There is no free lunch here on Red Card, and OGT were so close to firing back in that hard point. And what a bang out map 1 that was. I mean, and it really comes down to the Maui Chums, the way they were just kind of working as a team. You could see them really waiting on each other in those key break moments and kind of, you know, hitting it as a team, really working those trades, and it paid.
Not today. But on board here with relaxations. Well, relaxations, but still, you know. Let's see how OGT trying to push their way out towards that B bomb site right now. We see number 44 player, because of course there's a 44 player. Dino trying to hit up towards those mid tickets, but Tiki Clutch trying to get nice and pushed up here. We see Maui Chums staying somewhat grouped. Couple players in here. Tiki Clutch does not see the head of that player. Sneak out by 600, gets a nice first blood. Relaxers is going to trade that one out. Empo with the kill as well, just like that. 2v3 numbers advantage to the Maui Chums on defense. Make it a 1v3. Is now Dino, the player that was towards the middle of the map. Now has to try to clutch up. Does have an aims in hand. Gonna get a free pick in the back. Does not spot out Empo. Empo does a great job playing the back for the team, watching things out. Does get the nice kill. And just like that, Maui Chums up 1-0.
Yeah, it's just a little unfortunate there that he chose to jump up on the escalator there instead of running down. He might have had an opportunity, because Impo didn't really see him right away. Like, he probably could have won that gunfight there, but not when you're, you know, in the air.
Yeah, it's tough. That stuff.
That's a good start, though. We'll have to see how the OGT want to opt to defend this here. It's looking like the Maui Chums are looking at an A hit off the bat here. A little unorthodox as B tends to be the favored site,
Ooh.
but they're going to have to get past Tiki.
They don't know he's here. Ooh, gets some nice shots on, but that okay. Now gets the kill as well. Does shoot through the bottom of the stage. That's good. Always got to know your wall bangs there, but 600 does get the trade, so no big deal there. 3 for 3 on the map. Maui Chums, their offense is going to be stalled out temporarily. You're going to have Dino watching over the top as well, so got to be careful. But he's going to get shot up pretty good. Only 13 HP. Maui Chums going to take that opportunity to sit still, hurry up, and wait for more information.
Yeah, when you're on the attacking side, there's trades like that, and it's a 3-3 situation. It doesn't super help you. It does open up some lanes on the map, but a kill like that, you can see that's just going to activate the boys. They've got Eisen in the spot that they want to watch this bomb plant. Keep that covered. He's going to find Googe as well as the bomb does go down. It's up to Relaxations to maybe get in here and get something going. Able to find one, forces a 1v2 situation. Let's see what he can do here.
Gonna dive right there. Does get spotted out, does get taken down. And Maui Chums gonna go up 2-0 so far on the S&D round count.
That's some good work there out of the Chums. And it really comes down to Eisen just kind of finding that really good timing there on, I believe it was Dino that climbed the ladder on him at first.
I mean, the guy crossed the map. He got shot up pretty good. He was down to 13 HP, and he was like, you know what? We're going to go check things out on the other side of the map real quick, see if we can get a quick flank in. And unfortunately, got taken down. But Maui Chums right now, Spidey Sense is tingling and cooking for the boys. Allows them to be up 1-0 in this series, 2-0 on the map. See if they can keep on pushing here. Now back on defense. But the OGT going to be on offense here. A chance to get their first round on the board is Huge. He's going to get the first pick. Second pick comes in as well. There is one trade on the map, but that's a 2-for-1. As it's going to be now a 1v3 as Elzen up against Googe, Dino, and Relaxations.
Yeah, the Chums just seemed a little spread out there. After those first couple of trades go through, you're just in kind of a tough spot. But the bomb's slowly making its way over towards the B side here. These guys are being very meticulous, clearing every single corner because you never know where Elzen could be hanging out. But little do they know, he is quite literally on top of the A-bomb.
Now he's going to rotate his way over to B. 1v3 in this situation going to be a little bit tricky. Does have the God Gun in hand, though, so we'll see if he can just absolutely rip somebody right off the bat here.
You just see the arrows turn after you
Yeah,
broke the glass, and they immediately snapped on him.
Gonna blow through that door, get shot up pretty good, down to 79 HP. Finds another player laying down. He's at 10 HP now. No one flying at him. Love this from OGT, playing it nice and safe. Secure the round. Nades come in, everything. Just like that, OGT. Phenomenal offensive round. They play off the trades early on, and boom. Here we go. We end up with a nice round on the board. Now only down 2-1.
That's some good discipline, you know, even when you have the full advantage. I mean, it's a 3-1. The bomb is down. They keep the tight setup around there, and they really don't give Elzen any sort of chance to clutch that. Like, he had to do exactly what he did, just bust a door and, you know, hope you kill somebody. He dove across and pre-fired. Like, that's pretty much the entire playbook for that situation.
Now Maui Chums on the offensive side. No one really spotting anyone out quite yet. But OGT, they've got 2 players here. Gonna have Dino and Relaxations. 2 very good players. Elzen gonna be the first one here. Should get spotted first when he goes through this door, or her, that is, one or the other. Goes blasted in. Dino gets that first kill. Gets the second as well. Massive secure right there. He's gonna get out with his life as well. Just like that. It wasn't even. Oh, okay. Well, Empo. Trying to just find any information. Oh, I thought that player was going to go through mid doors real quick right in front of him. But now both these players trying to play together on Maui Chums as they are in a 2v4. They're bombed down in a little bit of a sketchy spot, but Tiki Clutch going to see that first player. And just like that, now going to be a 1v4 for Empo. OGT looking clean with that.
I thought maybe Tiki got the info on Empo as well, but it doesn't seem like he did. But once again, this is just such a hard situation to clutch. I mean, the bomb is just literally in the middle of 3 players here. So I don't really know what you're going to do there if you're Impo and OGT are going to fire back, picking up a second round. Now it's 2-all.
Yeah, a little 2-2 action. Can't complain about that. 2 very good rounds from Maui, followed up by 2 phenomenal rounds from OGT, right? OGT realized you got to pull it together a little bit here. Maybe you get a little bit less of a spread on the map. Start playing together, start getting some more kills, start getting some more rounds. But now, OGT back on offense. Maui Chums back on defense. So we'll see how this one's going to go from here on out. Both teams have won an offense. Both teams have won a defense. So no side seems to be more dominant than the other quite yet. But let's see how this one goes. OGT now, bomb in hand, making their way towards that B site, trying to get some feelers going. But Aizen going to get the first blood on the map. Always going to be massive getting that first one on a map like Red Card, where it almost seems to matter much more than most. Map of this size makes it a little bit sketchier to be down a player. A Tiki Clutch, taking it nice and slow, wants to try to get his one back.
That's the sneaky snake route, I believe. Just easing right up to that bomb. They are sort of in an even matchup here. Not that they know it, but there's only really 2 players that can quickly react to these gunfights.
In Narnia right now.
Yeah, he
spotted
has a streak, so maybe he's trying to just continue that. I believe he's got an RC in his hand, but just like that, it is gone, and now Tiki Clutch and Relaxations are in a very weird spot.
Yeah, Tiki Clutch 1v4, make it a 1v3. Never know, might be possible. Never mind, Maui Chums gonna clean it up, get themselves up 3-2. If anyone was gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be my boy Tiki Clutch. 1v4 is like almost impossible on a map like this in a situation like that. Not much time left on the clock. Would have had to go absolutely Super Saiyan mode. Looked like Prime Scump out there to even stand a chance. But it's like that. We're moving on down to the next round. Get ourselves a round 6 loaded up, ready to go.
I'm smelling around 11 here at CNK. Neither of these teams are really given too much ground on either side. It's like once there's an advantage taken on the map, nobody's trolling for the most part. So we're going to have to really see what happens here. It's going to come down to a couple clutch moments, I am sure. And speaking of, Tiki in a great position here. He has, oh no. He had such a good opportunity for a couple kills. He's going to make lemonade out of these lemons though. Finds 600. Googe finds Aizen. Does get picked up, but now it's a 2v2 situation here.
Off Real Actions had an AR, that would have been donezo. Oh, he goes back to pick up the AR, so maybe an opportunity to kind of pin these players in. But I say that is Elzen and Empo kind of moving around a bit now. You see the number 7 player Empo in a position to maybe make something happen here. We see both teams, their players want to group up, right? They want to play closer together. Here's OGT. They get very close to each other, 1 up, 1 down. Maui Chums make their way towards that A bomb. They're clearing corners, making sure they're all good to go. Doing some very quick checks as that bomb should get planted over towards maybe the B side here. Yeah, I like this actually.
That's a good play.
Where your sub player, who is very good, has a little bit better opportunity to make some nice plays. Keep those corners nice and tight. But OGT, I like this from them as well. Just stay in group. Make sure you don't get anyone picked for free. Watch for the plant. Get the retake. 2v2. Maui Chums up 3-2. That bomb, okay, we're just getting planted right there. He waited. He's good. He got it. Oh, he missed it.
Come on, bro.
Oh my god.
Come on. What is this, pubs?
You know, OGT has no information right there. They're probably just like, what happened?
Yeah, they're scratching their head. And I was about to start roasting. I'm not gonna lie. Because the whole, like, OGT kind of made a brain dead play. Like, I understand why they did it, but I don't even remember who it was. But for them to cross the entire map around A and just give up all of that map control, which allowed for that play to even happen, a little faded. So they definitely get bailed out there. Tiki Clutch able to get the first blood, and they are taking that momentum and running with it as they start to bang out this B site. And look, Maui Chums have to back away, and well, it seems like OGT is going to kind of back away too.
Interesting. So Maui Chums down a player trying to make a play right now. They lost a round that they should have probably won last time around here. Okay. Well,
They
these are the
didn't
spots I
see
want.
him.
Okay, but to get spotted out, get
Ah.
taken down. 2v4 now is 600 and Empo up against all of OGT. And we're going to see this OGT team take this bomb over towards A. You've got numbers, you've got the subs and the ARs. Just go lock it down. Get this one very much so defended. But OGT going to move there nice and quick, get that bomb planted. Maui Chums. They're looking for a pick right now. They're looking for any information as well. They don't really have much info at all other than the fact that, hey, there's no one at B. So they start making their way over. If they get an early pick here, maybe they stand a chance. Empo trying to get up towards that flank. 600 though, taking some nice shots. Add some players over towards stage. Just trying to be as much of a distraction as possible. Empo gonna have to hurry up this quick flank. Say quick flank, long flank, but number 44 player Dino should spot Empo out very quickly. Empo though gets the kill. 35 HP remaining. Member takes 7.5 seconds to defuse, but 2 kills in favor of Maui. Not gonna be a 2v2 on the map. One player does sneak through stage. That's going to be real actions. Maybe the chance to get a quick flank in here. Tiki Clutch gets soloed out. Now going to be a 1v2. And real actions, though, has to start running this one on back over. I like this. Playing for time. But Empo spots this player out. Is not going to be able to get the kill in time. Wait, maybe he got it. I think he picked it up at 7-4, but it could have been 7-6.
I don't think he got it there. That is such a clutch out of real. Oh my, the .1.
He got it 7-6.
Oh
my God.
My Lord, I was doubting. I mean, that's just.
I mean, if you're OGT,
they kind of deserve it if we're being honest. Like, you fail the plant when you kind of had a not a free round the round before.
Definition of not deserving it.
I mean,
that is, you didn't plant the bomb. That's on you,
yeah,
bro.
but you get it back, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if anything, that's just massively impressive, right? I mean, you win a 2v4 on what should be the hard side of the map to do it on, because you're already at B site, right? So, like, they would have had to push you into B. You got to think with their numbers, they probably would have traded out, won the trades anyway, and OGT probably would have won, even if they pushed in the B site all at the same time. But they go over to A. They opt to, you know, use their numbers to their advantage, because why not? And Maui Chums punishes them for it. They sneak through the middle of the map just as easy. And just like that, they get the first blood as well on this next round. They get the second blood, and OGT now low-key kind of falling apart.
Yeah, that's a cerebral play out of there from Maui. They knew that Tiki likes laying around that middle kind of statue part of the map, so they throw some stuns, pick him up, and that's a quick 4v2 situation with the bomb down. Now we're going to need to see some absolutely Jurassic clutches out of Dino. I was trying to think of a big word related to a dinosaur, so there you go. A Jurassic clutch.
I like it. Dino, Jurassic clutch incoming. The Dino 1v4. 7.5 seconds to defuse. Not really enough time. Gets the first kill, though. Always fun. But not going to have enough time at all to get this done. Does get almost a second kill. So, I mean, guy's kind of cooking with the gun right now. When it mattered most, Dino's got the gunny. I mean, I tell you what. I mean, you need someone to win a 1v1 for you. Just pure gunfight win. Dino might be your guy. But stuck in a 1v4 on a map like this, in the net, like in S&D, that's tough. You got a lot of corners, a lot of everything to check. Up, down, left, right, under the stage. I mean, you name it, you just got to check it. But is what it is. OGT though. We'll see. Down 5-3 in OGT. It's do or die, right? You got to start winning rounds. You're already down 1-0 in the series. You cannot afford to go down 2-0 to a team like Maui.
It would definitely be a not cool situation. But we got a little 3-5 here. OGT maybe going to try to turn the favor of the COD gods back to their side here. They immediately try for this aggressive B hit, and they're met with a lot of resistance, but Relaxation's able to find Elzen, and they're going to keep it moving. A little bit of hesitation here as they just try to clean out all these corners and Tiki squares with Impo, but not able to find it. Now it's a 3-3 situation. The car does get called in from Dino, and that player just walked right by him.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
It's a little
once in a while, man.
Oh, and Dino, look, the timing's just gonna work out for him.
Now gonna be a 1v2 Dino. Stuck in a 1v situation once again. Never fun, but definitely someone who could get it done here. Has to go grab that bomb and get it planted. 600 and Empo for the side of Maui Chums, looking to clutch up this map for their team. Dino though, slow rolling right now.
Yeah,
Grab this bomb.
Being very methodical here. He's gonna put some big damage into Impo, who is off the scene. Seems he knows exactly what needs to be done here, and he's going to take that free kill with a little bit of style. The Maui Chumps are going to take the second map 6-3, and they go up 2-0 in the series here, CNK. We might be staring down the barrel of another quick one.
I mean, I tell you what, I love it when people just fly in 100 miles an hour for the diving kill. Just hit them with a "how you doing" as they
Feet up,
dive.
got the toes out, watching the Maui Chums just absolutely DoorDash these guys.
I mean,
However,
to be fair, I mean, map one was
however, it
250
has been a really good match. I don't, you know, I don't want to talk ill on my gang here, but OGT is gonna have to make something happen, or else it's a DoorDash. You know, I don't care if they. It's 30 minutes or less, and
I got my
if you-
shamrock cake on the way. If they win before that, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I mean, they're right now. I mean, Elzin's just like, I mean, yeah, and he's gonna go right there. I respect. Gotta do what you gotta do. Show up for the boys. But OGT did have some nice kills right there. Just gonna answer him back a little bit. Still got Elzin just, you know, in your picture, like, you know. Here. I mean, they're just on A chilling. I mean, B, sorry, but you know. Maui Chums though, trying to get those respawns in. Try to get pushed back up here. As OGT up 3 kills. Doing a pretty decent job here. 600 baits out a nice kill right there. Azen gets one as well. Could be the push getting started here, but Dino over towards Heli needs to get taken out now on a 5 streak, just being an absolute menace over on that helicopter.
yeah, cruise missile in the first life is pretty good if you're on the side of OGT.
Yeah, you gotta get like 15 kills if you're not getting any objective time. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is the L, and you don't get the cruise missile after all. So now we need to see some real hero plays here, and that might just be one of them. Relaxation's getting right in there. He's immediately traded out by his own teammate, so that's kind of an L. You got the off-brand 3-piece for Dino there.
I mean, Dino gets the team kill and then immediately follows up with 2 kills against the other team. I mean, it's not even that big of a deal at that point. But look at this. They're doing a good job. This is some classic protocol, like, not necessarily by definition spawn trapping, but kind of spawn trapping, right? Really not letting the other team get too far past that 50-yard line here. But a couple players from Maui Chums are sneaking through just every once in a while. But Empo trying to fight for his life for that on both sides. Azen once again on the objective as well. Just ring around the rosy, doing everything he can to stay alive. Get shot in the back as well. But Maui Chums, I mean, they constantly get pushed back, but they've got a little stack going on. They've got a couple players stacked on up. They're getting some ticks on the board. OGT, no one here to counter quite yet. They're all pushed a little bit far back. You can see Azen pick up one before going down. Then all of A is gone. But 6 lives remaining for Maui Chums, 10 for OGT. Tiki Clutch, though, finishes up another 2 kills there. Just like that. I mean, Maui Chums, they're getting some kills, though. They've got a chance to get on some time, but no respawns allowed. OGT, they've got at least one more set of respawns for every player. We'll see how Empo in a spot. Maybe never mind. He's got all those players there to deal with there, but I thought
he did get a lot of info there, though, so they know that there's a heavy presence towards that middle of the map, and you can see 2 and 3 starting to push through. You got 600 gonna go ahead and hop on the hill, stop that clock, but there's 3 players from OGT looking at him there. You're gonna have to tuck in for a moment and hopefully your teammate can help you out here. Elzen does his very best, but OGT are gonna walk away with that first round, and what a scrappy one it was.
I mean, if you're Maui, once again, like, it's a situation where you get something out of absolutely nothing. You get 2 players stacked up, you get 3 ticks, and I feel like they're happy with the 3 ticks they got. I mean, it looked like they were going to get nothing, right? I mean, to finish off an entire objective, get 3 ticks on the board with the way they were kind of getting slayed out there for a second, gotta be pretty happy with that. I mean, no big deal at the end of that there.
Not at all. You'll take that round however it comes. Now OGT on the attacking side. You're going to have to see what they can get done here. And I think we're going to probably just see the big old square up towards the middle of the map here. Looks like all of OGT heading right up to the top, wasting no time to put pressure onto that A zone. And they found a couple big kills there. Elzen in through the back, though, going to get a huge 2-piece. Leaving Relaxations all on his lonesome out in the middle of the map is picked up by 600 as well. So now you're kind of in the poopy spot here.
Yeah, a little bit tough here. Is OGT trying to get themselves out of their spawner? Oh, nice kill up the side there. Did hit a stun first, though. That's why it was able to happen. But some nice kills going the way of Maui's OGT. They get a kill, and then they lose like 2 or 3 players, right? So just every time you think they're going to maybe break out of the spawn, they just get a little bit of a disadvantage of some sort. But Elzen popping off with that stuff, just being an absolute menace. Picks up one right there. I mean, does a good job. But OGT now, kind of slowly pushing out, getting a little bit of mid-map control. You got that number 6 player Dino just being a menace. Has a nice clean shot today with that AR. But you still have players from Maui just roaming your spawn. I mean, Azen is just being an absolute monster back there. Finally dies, but it's like the damage is already done.
Damage is done indeed. Now OGT are pretty much relying on Dino to try and bail him out here. He's got to try to alleviate some of this pressure so his team can get out of spawn. But Relaxation is going to pop a 2-piece. Dino follow up with a 2-piece of his own. Now the clock is stopped at 12.7 here. Trophies coming in. They do have a nice spread on the map. Relaxations keeping him busy towards that B side as well. He's going to find a tick there, working on the second one at A. And that second tick's going to fall in. Now they're getting a little aggressive on the map. They're trying to maybe force the issue a little too much there. And now Maui Chums are really firing back on their own. There's only 10 seconds to deal with. You didn't cap either zone. OGT has got to get back into this. Dino is all that is left, keeping his team alive. He's got to just try to wait as long as he can. And he's going to do just that. They capped the A point. CNK got another minute.
Extra time on the board. They've got 1 tick on B as well. Things looking pretty good for the side of OGT. Gotta stay kind of clean with it, though. Maui Chums still getting kind of pushed in a little bit as Dino gets a nice kill on Embo. Azen, though, is going to counter with 1. Relaxations, though. Could open things up once again for the team. Tiki Clutch, though, just doing Tiki Clutch things, being super annoying. The kills coming in for OGT. You should see a stack in here momentarily. 2 players on, stack the point. Word to Jims. But Elzen, in the middle of the map, picks up 1. Doesn't quite get much on the second. I think he gets 1 shot off. Not going to be enough, but 2 ticks secure on the B site. Azen with 2 big kills there, though. Only 8 lives remaining for OGT. 8 for Maui as well, though. 30 seconds of time. Dino in the spot just to be able to make a little bit of damage. Does get a kill. Does go down, though. Big kill from 600. If that player snuck through there, could be a little annoying. Tiki Clutch, though, through the back spawn. Going to be behind the entire enemy team. Picks up 1. Going for a second. Gets some damage down, but that's going to be enough for his teammates to push on up. OGT pushes in. They get 3. They get on that time as well. Maui Chums probably not going to be able to get back here in time. Never mind. They got Elzen in the middle of the map. I'm not paying attention to my mini-map, but the tick is coming in. 2 players on. The player goes down just like that. 600 not going to make it. An OGT winning offense.
Uh-oh. I mean, just when it seemed like it was all over off the back of a big 3-piece, somehow, some way, OGT is able to find some map pressure there and get in the hill. And honestly, man, that was the round of relaxation there. That guy was finding all the clutch kills in the biggest moments and really kept them in. And off the back of him and Dino, are they able to find that attacking round? And now you got the Chums in a weird position. They really need to win a round here, try to extend this out a little bit if they hope to get that DoorDash. But looks like there might be some traffic. Something's holding it up.
Yeah, DoorDash not looking too promising anymore, but we've seen it happen before. See if we can have it here. Dino still shooting some nice straight beams at the moment. Gonna push on up to deal with this player in the objective. Once again, playing ring around the rosy with the player in there, and that's gonna be Elzen, who does a great job once again. Now you see the Maui Chums players pushed up pretty far, but Dude, gonna be a very difficult player to deal with at the moment. Just pick up a kill and just being annoying. Just trying to waste time. Make sure teammates can push up the map, deal with the A objective, and just keep on moving. But 600 is not gonna be pushed up. Striker in hand. Strider. So I don't want to call it the striker. It's not a shotgun. But Maui Chums still just doing a good job. Just every time you like count them out, they just pick up a kill or two, get themselves sneak back up, get on an objective. But OGT now not letting it happen anymore as they pick up some nice kills. Elzen the only player to really worry about if you're OGT. They have no idea where he's at, but OGT, guess what? He knows where you are.
He's going to take a body with him everywhere he goes as well. And Maui Chums might be able to get into this A-hill here. 600 is, well, I think just giving his life for the cause as he dove right off the side of the map, not able to stop that clock for his team. And now you got Maui Chums in a real scattered position here. They need to try and find a solid footing. But as I say that, Eisen's over here towards that B side, just kind of throwing up a couple flags saying, hey guys, come over this way, please. Let my teammates out of spawn, please.
I mean, that's what it's like sometimes, man. Dino tracking that player down. I mean, tracks Ace
Let him
down.
know.
Gets a great kill right there. But 600 now on the objective, trying to fight for his life. He's going to be in a little bit of a 1v2, 1v3-ish action there. It does get taken down. Maui Chums trying to sneak through once again. They get onto that 8.1 player on. Other 3 players from the team trying to push back up. They're going to lose one in the process. Stack is on. 2 players on A and make it only 1 because 1 is dead. And now nobody on it because 1 player trying to fight for his life back on there. Dino's going to clean that up pretty quick. These Maui players spawn close and just close enough for Tiki to pick up a couple kills. Never mind, Elzen and Azen trying to do their job here. Maui Chums only 7 lives remaining. OGT have 14, so plenty more to work with. Maui Chums need a perfect rotation here to the B side of the map. Can't really afford to lose much for lives either. But OGT, they've got plenty of lives to spare, and they're willing to run it down. As you see, Tiki Clutch, he knows his teammates have his back at the moment. Relaxing, so in other spots and just be very annoying. 3 kills go their way. Maui Chums 4 lives remaining.
And at this point, you know, it's just kind of just work the trades. It's like you said, they're just running at them. They know they got the advantage. When it's 14-7, I mean, you quite literally can throw 2 men to every one of their 1 men. And that's exactly what they do. OGT taking the 3-0 in control. And they extend the series out. We got a 2-1 situation here, CNK. They're not gone just yet. I think they
in favor of Maui Chums as we load into our map 4. Coming off of a hot OGT 3-0 in favor of themselves, obviously, on that control. Now Maui Chums looking to fight on back, get their 3rd map win a 3-1 series. Or OGT maybe try to bring us to a game 5. We'll see what they can do. Skyline Hardpoint on the way.
It is going to be a banger here for sure, CNK. OGT are able to get into the hill, at least for a moment here. Right now, they've got to try to stabilize, and off that 2-piece from Tiki, they may be able to do just that, but Tiki's going to have to continue to go big around that bedroom area and maybe try to give his team the spawns, which looks like number 2 did spawn back there before he got absolutely incinerated. And off that 3-piece from Maui Chums now, they're going to start pushing a little aggression towards that P2.
Yeah, P2 going to be popping here soon. Maui Chums have the spawns, but they're going to lose 2 players. They're going to see a team kill come in favor of themselves. This OGT ends up losing 1 there. And Maui Chums just holding on this time. 600 doing his job up top. You can see the OGT players slowly push in, slowly get taken out as well. He is going to get taken out. And 1 more player down below by the steps. That's going to be relaxing. He's going to push on through. Gets a nice kill, though. Back forward, though. The teammates are there to follow up as well, though. Tiki clutch, though. Ooh, not going to clutch up that time. Going to get taken down. Maui Chums very efficient with the kills at the moment. Doing a great job slaying out, getting these kills, making sure they're always there for the team. I mean, it's kind of crazy how efficient their trades are at the moment.
Yeah, no, they are leaving absolutely nothing up to the imagination here. They're getting right in there, getting every single kill they need to, and collecting a lot of time off the back of that. I mean, that last 25 seconds of the hard point was a freak. As they're pushing through the middle of the map here, Eisen and 600 getting real aggressive towards P3, and that's a 50-point lead off rip, CNK. Oh my god.
I mean, we're doing all right here. Maui Chums, you know, mid, but no, I'm just kidding. But on this P3 now, our Maui Chums, they've got themselves the P4 side of the map spawns as well. Relaxion's going to try to cut that down, though. It's OGT. Get the kills they need. They get on the time as well. Empo going to counter with 1, counter with 2. Looking for more. Not going to get more, but still does a great job with just those 2. Allows Elzen to push on in, pick up 1, keep on moving as he gets taken down. But Maui Chums just doing a good job here. Just occasionally just blow for blow with OGT. Once again, though, back on the time. Should be able to get themselves around that 100-point mark here off this time. OGT, though, trying to rotate for the P4. They want that bathroom kill. Tiki clutch. Just trying to be annoying. Just trying to get some time for, well, just prevent some time in favor of his team. But Maui Chums, they get that time anyway. Should be at 108 here by the time P4 pops up. And they've got some players here ready to push on in.
Through all the chaos, they have been able to maintain these spawns in the backside, but unfortunately you get broke from the front and the flips start to come out a little bit. You had some weird split spawns all towards the middle of the map, and 7 spawned all the way back in Narnia. But in this entire time, Maui Chums continuing to hold this hill here. That's a big 3 from OGT to try to get back in there. Eisen's going to be able to slow it down, not let him get too comfortable here. But Tiki and the crew finally able to get some decent time.
I mean, yeah, picking up like, what, 12, 15 seconds here, starting to climb even further. So, much more than they've been able to gain. They get a full 20 there, looking to get maybe 20 more if they keep getting these kills as Maui. Probably going to start playing for the middle of the map, ready for that P1, P2 roto. Like, those 2 hard points going to be very important for them. They did a great job on those before, but the kill's still coming in from OGT. They needed some good time. They get just that. They're still getting some kills as well. They're starting to get a little bit of their map control back because they pick up 3 more right there, make it to full team wipe, essentially. As Maui Chums going to have to back off, get ready for this P1, and make sure they don't lose the P2 side of the map as Tiki Clutch starts pushing through. Get some nice eyes on Empo there.
I mean, look at all those green arrows just float right to the back of the map. They are really prioritizing that spawn, and unfortunately, they all die. Every single one of them. So it didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to, and the time is continuing to tick for the Maui Chums here as they've doubled the amount of time that the OGT has. Relaxation's taking a nice little route here. They're going to have the hill surrounded. He's going to be able to clear that player off. White time for now as it's a mad dash to try to get in there. Elzen's going to get the big one, and he's on a streak looking for that 5th one, and he finds it. You don't want to give up this cruise missile here. You're already down so much. You don't have the spawns. I mean,
yeah, Elzen's got one in the back pocket.
It's a hell of a situation here for him.
It is wild. What we saw a little bit ago there, it just felt like it was straight out of a campaign. All right, you got the guy on the left, you got the guy on the right, you get the guy in the middle. Every single one of them just won their one, and it's just crazy how fast the team wipe happens there. That was in favor of Maui Chums going into that P1. But now we got the P2. OGT on this one. They get the first 2 kills in their favor. We'll see Elzen, though, just being a menace. Just picks up the kill just like that, but does get taken down. They get the player in the back as well. So now OGT looking to get a lot of time on this hill here. 600, gonna go up the elevator. Maybe gonna get this kill on the hill. Does get it just, oh, the double teammate is crazy work, bro. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate there. Info gets picked up as well. So, I mean, you're looking at a full 60 here on this P2 to get you back in the game. It's looking like it's going to go that way. You do have the one player, number 7, spawn over that direction, but he's getting the calls from the team that we're going to go ahead and rally up around this P3. You got number 6 and Info kind of patrolling this top area. Gets absolutely ripped by Dino. Now it can get a little weird here for the side of Maui Chums as they've got to try to win some of these quick gunfights. Relaxations is going to take a big one, though. Not able to find the 2 in the trades. Fire off as Dino is able to find the last one. And they're right back in this, CNK.
I mean, I feel like Maui hasn't won a trade set of kills in like 2 full rotations. I mean, it's kind of crazy. OGT just started cooking, and now just like that, they're all the way back in this game. Like you mentioned, they've got 30 more seconds available on this hill. You see some Maui players getting ready. They know they got to take this time back. They got to get ready for the P4. The kills coming in, but Dino just staying alive, being very annoying right now. OGT still on this time. Maui Chums got to push through. Elzen over towards that P4, trying to stay alive as well. Has a player back there. Wins the fight. Jeez, that's a big one right there for the team. But another one here, that's going to be Real Actions looking for this last player. Knows exactly where he's at now. Is going to lose out. Elzen always has the crazy like angles and everything, but Empo also going to pick up 2. Just like that, this game is tied up. OGT took the lead momentarily, but Maui Chums back in the lead. They've got the setup. They've got the numbers. See if OGT can break on in.
And they tasted greatness just for a moment there. But you're going to have to do a lot more work to get any more scoops of that good pudding. And now the rest of the crew is getting killed all over the hill here. OGT in through the front. They're going to have to hold off through the backside. Eisen and Impo to deal with. Eisen taking heads, though, with a big 3-piece.
Oh,
he's just going to break it all by himself, and he does. He had a little help from his friends there. Cruz does get called in by Elzen. That's going to delay him even more, but Dino does not care. He's just going to come right in through the front. His teammates are there to back him up in this little bit of scrap. He's probably going to go to OGT here, and it's actually going to put him in the lead once again. And CNK, I mean, it is a tight ball game.
See, this one's back and forth just like map 1. That one ended 250 to 242 in favor of Maui. We'll see if Maui can bounce this one back to the exact same thing here. But they're going to regain the lead once again, and OGT going to regain the lead back their way, just like that. As Maui Chums up, but Aizen, though, going to pick up 2 more. I mean, this guy, I don't know. Aizen, I feel like, has gotten a double kill like every single life for like 10 lives in a row, and it's still 26 and 25. Balance. as all things should be, right? I mean, it's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
perfect. But Maui Chums getting the kills they need. They're on that P1 time, trying to push through to that P2 side once again, right? And you see these OGT players spawning up. Instead of hitting that hill out, they're trying to once again reinforce the P2 side before they hit P1. They're just trying to make sure they secure the better side of the map, because that P2, they're looking to... They had a phenomenal P2 the last time around. If they can do that again, they can essentially get themselves the game all but won. But real actions on this P1, 10 seconds left as Elzen just make his way to the back of the map here. P2, if he doesn't get caught out, this could be big here.
Wow, I mean, what a gap out of Elzen there to get into the hill. He's going to make it real mixy. He dives right back into the zip area, and he's just continuing to run amok. Tiki and the boys can't really, you know, get a foothold on this hill, really. Elzen's still just running around. He's able to work a team kill there, or a trade with 600, but unfortunately, OGT holding strong. They are well above that 200 point mark, and this hard point may be the end of it here.
I mean, they can definitely win this one here, but you got to play this one perfect. Tiki clutch, though, gets that kill, gets the position secured as well. Going to be big for OGT, but Maui Chums, they've got a player in the hill. The kill's going on down below. This player does not quite care. It's going to be Aizen once again, does get taken down. OGT can no longer win off this hill, but they can get close enough to where it won't really matter. Maui Chums got to play pretty perfect here from the rest of the game. But Elzen gets a nice kill there. Empo follows up with one as well. Now moving over to the kitchen hill. OGT gonna need 18 seconds to finish this one out. Maui Chums need 40. Maui Chums in force over towards kitchen. They've got the one player deep back P4 spawns, but Dino not gonna help out with those 2 kills right there. That's gonna make things great for his team. But Aizen and Aizen are gonna follow up.
Yeah, in through the front. OGT making a big mad dash towards the hill. Googe gets the pistol out, finds the 2-piece, and he's going to claim that hill for his squad. And now Maui Chums on the back foot. They got to try to find a way in here, but the guns of Googe and Dino are singing right now. Elzen and 600 able to combine for a couple. They get in for a moment. Only 7 seconds to spare here. If you are the Maui Chums, you have to hold strong. And Relaxations is taking it right out from underneath you. OGT are going to take the map 4 and extend the series out once again, baby. We're going all the way to the map 5.
I mean, map 5, Protocol S&D, your favorite map. I tell you what.
Don't put that on me.
Come on. You said it earlier, right? You said it earlier. You like the way the underground works, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Oh,
it's like hijacked.
I mean, Maui Chums. I really thought they were going to around every single hard point, you name it. So we'll see how this one's going to go here. OGT going to be the first ones with the bomb. We'll see how they decide to take this. Looks like they want to opt towards that B side of the map, but we see teams be flexible often. Relaxations, with the first kill.
It's a good first blood to get here, and you can see they're kind of changing the game plan off that. They said, well, we got numbers. How about we just dive into this bomb site here? And that's going to be Relaxations finding a big kill there. That's 2 on the board for him. The bomb is going to start going down. Aizen snaps to take that little streak away from him. Quickly traded out by Googe, though. And now you got Impo in a 1v3 situation, and this could be clutchable. I mean, they left 1 player on the hill, so
He has a chance at 3 like individual one-on-ones. Well, no longer anymore, as all 3 players are going to group up here. He's going to get taken down by the first player anyway, but OGT with a nice clean first round.
yeah, doesn't get much easier than that. You hop in, you get that first blood right out of the way, and then you just ape the guy that's in the A bomb site, and you know, just like that. And just like that, they're gonna have to keep it moving. If we know anything about these Maui Chums, is they do not give up without a fight.
Yeah. But Maui Chums now, they're gonna have the opportunity to be on offense here. OGT gonna take the defensive side on this one, because you know they don't have a way to opt out. That is. So we'll see this bomb once again make its way towards the B side of the map. This time around, looking like they want to get in there as fast as possible. Try to get this bomb down.
For free?
Well, Dino is wrapping back. It is a little wild that it's gonna.
It just ran right through P1. No worries. Dino does find that first blood, though.
That's fucking.
Okay.
Oh,
Little 1v3 situation now.
600 hitting a little wrap though all the way around the back. They're looking for him right now. They haven't started that defuse quite yet, but you got to think they're going to start it very soon. Yep, the defuse is starting. They heard the glass break, so they know 600 is on this side of the map.
Oh, he's got
That
a.
bomb's going to
I
be
mean,
defused.
you got to go check that, brother.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's tough. I mean, in fairness, like if he pushes up, he's dead no matter what as well. So I understand why he was maybe a little hesitant to push up, but like also like you're mentioning, it's like they're going to just defuse it. It's a 1v2.
yeah, it's
They're
a
not gonna die.
1v3. Like that's kind of the standard play there in a 1v3. Like somebody defuse, the other two look over him and
Yeah.
just make him have to do something crazy. So OGT are going to go up 2-0. It's a really good start. It's kind of what we were talking about. It's what you need here. And if you're Maui Chums, I mean, you got to think you're staring down the barrel of a reverse sweep right now. -2 on the map so far. Oh, and Gooch falls right back into the jaws of the Maui Chums to give the first blood. Not what you want.
It'll happen. What are you going to do? But 600 staying alive. See OGT bomb in hand. We'll see that number 4 player, Tiki Clutch. Kind of sneaks through right now. No one eyes on all. Gets a great timing right there. Well, maybe not the greatest timing, but yeah, 600 going to have somewhat of an idea. It looks like, yeah, spots about. So Tiki Clutch now has to make a move. Spiral staircase. There's a player waiting for you, Tiki, so be nice and careful.
Yeah, he's avoiding that door like the plague, too. You got to think he has a feeling there could be somebody in there.
Stealth,
Dino.
right? On a map like this, that door's closed. It should never be.
Yeah, there's always somebody either at the top or the bottom of that thing.
Someone had to go sit down there, so. Oh, 600 now.
600's in a terrible spot right
Oh, gets a kill out of it. He may clutch
okay.
up the second one.
He's fine. All right.
Dino now, 1v2. Bomb is planted. 600 going to go. Empo just rips Dino to shreds right there with the sub. I mean, well, with an AR, but reloaded a sub for fun. 600. Nice little defuse, and Maui get their first round, win 1-2.
I mean, all right. It's
It's
probably a round you didn't have a whole lot of business winning, but you'll take that.
Yeah, win
like,
to win.
Impo and 600 for the clutch.
It's kind of crazy. Surviving, like 600 surviving right there is insane. He was getting one player from either side of him, and Empo just clutches up. 600 clutches up, and Empo clutch up. They both win their ones, I guess. I mean, Empo just kind of shot him in the back, but still, like,
yeah,
that's
good
crazy
help
timing.
out of him, though.
That's
it's real
crazy
good help.
It's actually crazy timing, though.
My ranked teammates could never.
Oh, dude. My ranked teammates would watch me die and be like, bro, why'd you die? Well,
Hey, dude, I watched him shoot you.
Ooh, I like this. Maui Chums hitting out this A site very quickly, trying to get that bomb down right off the bat. They go 1 for 1 for kills there. Bomb is already planted. OGT know they got to make a move. So hard to break this hill, though.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, other two weren't really even ready to move. Gooch does get one now. Going to be a 1v2. Dino. I mean, this guy's got a straight shot, but this is going to be a tough one up against Empo and Aizen. Two insanely talented players. Dino does pick up a sub, though, so maybe a little bit more opportunity. Now half HP. Going to try to push back in once again. Gets pushed out. Gets the first kill. 1v1 now. Not a lot of time. Does get taken down, and Maui Chums tied up 2-2.
Now you see a lot of players do the climb over the computer strat and works sometimes, but doesn't seem to be the best play all the time. I really thought Dino had a chance there, though. I mean, he absolutely poo-pooed on the other guy.
Yeah.
It's a 2-all. I mean, it's about as close as I really expected it to be. I thought maybe if OGT was able to, put 3-4 on the board quick, they could probably just run away with it. But Maui Chums putting up a lot of resistance here.
Well, they foresee the A hit being a problem. No, that is going to be massive in favor of Maui Chums as OGT Googe accidentally kills himself. But Dino, almost gets a free pick there as well, which would have been big for OGT, but 14 doesn't. For a second there, I thought he jumped off the map.
Yeah,
I was like, no. But Maui Chums have the numbers advantage. And they're taking it pretty easy right now. which I like.
Yeah, you got a lot of time to work with. It continues to go away, though, but try to catch one of these players doing something dumb. But unfortunately, Maui Chums is just not really giving them a whole lot. You got 600 just kind of camping on the B bomb, and the rest of the players all around that A bomb site. And you can see why. I mean, you just funnel them into the only 2 freaking doors in the whole thing.
What's wrong? Why don't you like this map?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wow, they're just getting farmed. Yeah, it can be a little rough. It can be a little rough. That's why you go plant at the B bomb site and get ripped to shreds by the guy in the back corner of the map.
Laying
Or
in a
God forbid
bush.
there's someone helicopter.
It's like it's Fortnite.
Oh, no.
Guys just
If this was
posted up with a
Fortnite,
gold
dudes would just,
scar in the damn bush.
if this was Fortnite, people would just build walls around A. I like Maui's really good with their fast A hits here. Elzen gets in, gets that first kill. Empo gets the second player weak, but dude, he's gonna follow up, gets both weak players taken down. Now 2v3 advantage. 600 on a quick little flank though, picks that up. 2v2, one player. Okay, this is gonna push on through, but he gets the kill. Real actions, big one there. Dino ready to follow up immediately and picks up that kill, cleans up, gets a round win for his team. Hey, that was a quick one. Just back and forth.
Yeah, that's some good work on the trades there. Good route out of Relaxtions to kind of turn the map on its head a little bit. 600 did not expect him to be coming from that way, and see it pay off. So 3-3. I mean, it's just an absolute slugfest right now. No team is really getting any sort of serious momentum. Everybody's mostly even in their kills. Like, we don't have any sort of overperformance or underperformance here. I mean, this is just it's a slug match.
Yeah, this series has just kind of been like that, though. Let's see if it keeps on moving. Tiki Clutch maybe going to try to find a little bit of a gap here. Might be able to. As bomb. A little bit of a distraction over towards A. You see Maui Chums investing a lot of resources there. 2 down below, 1 up top. So Tiki Clutch going to catch a player off guard, so that's going to be a 1-for-1 on the map. As 600 to get a kill as well. This bomb back on the move towards mid. Doesn't want to give it up in a weird spot where his teammates wouldn't be able to get it if he did unfortunately go down. And I think with Dino here, though, I'm going to try to make a move towards this bomb site.
Yeah, this is kind of the awkward moments of a search and destroy where, each team is kind of postured at each other. You kind of got a little bit of info, and now each team is just trying to adjust and make the right play. And, man, Tiki's got the bomb in Narnia right now. He's going to get a great timing on Aizen. That could have been a terrible play, but works out for him in the long run. He does get info on that other player, too. He's going to sick Dino on him. Dino gets some big damage down, but you got to get that bomb planted, and 600's going to get that, and you really wanted that kill there if you are Dino, because now it's going to be so much more difficult. Got just enough time to plant, but Elzen is in your jaws, so it's not going to matter a whole lot here. It's Maui Chums going to take that round as well.
Shout out to the MVP 600 for picking up 3 kills in that round. All of them massively impactful. Every time someone would get taken out, he would just immediately rip someone on the map. Like, he's like, all right, you're going to take on my teammate? Goodbye. Always good to have a teammate like that. It's just going to get the +1 for the squad. We have 4-3 lead now for Maui Chums, which in this matchup means absolutely nothing.
Not a whole lot. I mean, we've seen some leads just absolutely evaporate into thin air.
Like a 100-point lead in the last hardcore.
in this series. I mean, it really is anybody's ball game. And look at Dino, got a little bit of a variation play. Now it gets a little awkward. Aizen gonna get the best of him there off the ladder stall. Unfortunately, he did not hit the fakey YY. Otherwise, he probably would have got that kill there.
I definitely agree. Too bad snipers not allowed in comp. Ooh, relaxing. Great pick right there. Still 2v3. This bomb is taken down. Now going to be a 1v3 as Elzen tries to push it out. Does get taken down and tied up 4-4. Once they, you never know, though. They might just choose to just not defuse the bomb.
It's nothing we haven't seen before.
They're doing it. Dang it.
Nerds.
Can you imagine? They're like, here, we'll give you that one back from earlier.
I mean, this is shaping up to be a round 11 type situation here, dare I say it.
I mean,
and on a reverse sweep too, if you are the Maui Chums, you know, palms might be a little sweaty, the knees weak, and the arms are in fact heavy.
Yeah, but if you get the win here, you have the most amount of ice of all time. If not, that'd be a problem.
Yeah, if not, you could always just go get another bowl of mom's spaghetti and, you know, just drop a bomb right on Eisen. That's a good first blood out of Tiki, and we've seen those first bloods amount to some really great things in these past search and destroys here. Elzen getting a little mixy.
Dude, Dino's freaking out right
He's
now.
off the scene, bro. He's out of there.
Takes no damage, gets the nade off. His teammate gets 2 kills in return. He kills both of them. 600 maintains being the clutchest player on the map.
Oh yeah, that guy will hunt a red dot, bro. He's right at that.
Dude, Dino just got chased like across the entire map. Bro's got to be tweaking right now. He's like, where was he, bro? Oh man. But OGT down once again as Maui Chums go up 5-4. Will we get a round 11 or does it end on round 10? Ooh, teamwork. Let's get it, baby.
Oh, I'm shivering me timbers. Shaking in me boots. But you do have OGT on the defense, and we've seen like 4 or 5 defensive wins in a row here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I think we're gonna get that round 11 that we so desire here. And Maui Chums, you're gonna square up right to the A site here. I thought maybe for a moment they would run it through B, but they're just gonna face smash this, and Elzen, unfortunately, is gonna get away with it. I thought maybe he's gonna die on the bomb there. You do have Eisen getting picked up in the middle of that 4v3 situation. The Chums are in a tight spot.
I'm still not down. Gonna start getting planted though. Elzen clutching up for the boys. Just like that, OGT gonna have to break this. They've had a hard time breaking in the past. We'll see if they can do it here. Sometimes they just get some solo hits on accident and their teammates won't follow up at the same time. But this time it looks like they're all planning on going all at the same time. So you just got to be careful. Because 600 is in there, and he's willing to 2-piece up your entire squad, but that's a 1-for-1 on the map right there. They get a 2-for-1 in favor of OGT. 600, though, he's in the 1v3. Tries to make it a 1v1 at the end there. But the bomb is going to get defused, and that's it. We're going to go to a round 11. I mean, this series has been very back and forth. I mean, map 1, 250 to 242. Map 2, 6-3, but it could have very easily gone one way or the other there as well. Both teams were fighting on that first S&D on red card. Map 3, very dominant 3-0 in favor of OGT, but now we're back here. I mean, well, map 4 as well. You got a 250 to 222 clutch up by OGT as they were down 100 points in the middle of that round. They clutch up, win that one, but now here we are, game 5, round 11, OGT, Maui Chums, all the marbles on the floor, ready to go.
You can't leave anything on the board now. This is the round for the bread here. And unfortunately, OGT is on the attacking side, and we've seen just how rough that can be on this map so far. And they are going to opt for that just big A hit. You got Elzen diving across, finding a 2-piece, 600, getting one of his own. And now it's Dino with a chance to do something great. A 1v4 situation in round 11 for the reverse sweep.
Makes it a 1v3. Just trying to rip ahead right there. But I mean, he loses all of his teammates like 15 seconds into the round. Oh, drives in to get a kill. This could be sketchy. Elzen gets 3 on the round to finish it off for the team. And just like that, Maui Chums going to win the map, win this series, move themselves up to 3-0 on the season. And I tell you what, confidence also has to be sky high beating a quality team like OGT.
No, that is definitely a really good game for morale there. Taken to the absolute brink.